Nightmare Real, and you're watching Mission Boxing Today on YouTube.
Heavyweight boxing fans, what's the deal? So I'm on boxingscene.com. I'm gonna leave this article in the description box, man. You guys can click it, read it, and come to your own surmise about it. But my man JP, Joseph Parker, his promoter came out and said, let me go ahead and just read this quote. He says, and I understand, they got to go ahead and promote this fight with Dimitrenko, okay? But he goes on to say, Dimitrenko is a guy who former world champion Shannon Briggs went out of his way to avoid earlier this year because of the risk, Duke Events promoter Dean Lonergan said, all right? Now, I know he has to promote this fight, like I said, with Dimitrenko, so, you're going to say things to up the other fighter, So I totally get that. But let's not make Dimitrenko out like he's somebody that people are scared of, all right? Now, with the Shannon Briggs situation, I did about 4 videos, man, like the first week of May, because we know that David A had that heyday event in May, and they were looking for an opponent for Shannon Briggs. The opponent got switched like 3 damn times. I literally did about 3 prediction videos on like 3 opponents, man, and then he finally came up with some guy at the very end. I forget the guy's name, but I did a post fight on. I forgot the guy's name who he knocked out in the first round. But yes, Dimitrenko and Briggs were trying to get a fight. Now, when I did the video on that, they both came out saying they're going to be each other, so on and so forth. So I did a video for Briggs and Dimitrenko. Then there was another story that came out. Dimitrenko and his team said that they never got no paperwork. They don't even know of this fight or what fight people are even talking about, so on and so forth. So, was I in the negotiation? Was I at the negotiation table? Do I really know what happened to me? I don't know. Maybe Shannon Briggs did avoid him, but I didn't see anything out saying that he did avoid him. Last I heard was just Dimitrenko said that they haven't seen any paperwork. They didn't come out and say, oh, Shannon Briggs, yeah, he's avoiding us. So I think that's kind of, but again, I know Duco's trying to promote this event, man, but you could just promote it on the fact that he's 6'8", the Dimitrenko's 6'8", 250 pounds. He's been in there with, who has he fought? Kirbet Pulev, lost to him. He lost a majority decision to Eddie Chambers back in the day, some years ago, 6-7 years ago. So you can promote it on that, man. But since the loss to Pulev in 2012, Dimitrenko hasn't been in there with anybody of note, anybody that, normal heavyweight fans will know. I know some of the guys, Samir Kurtirgic and Ivica Perkovic. I know those guys from fighting some of the up-and-coming prospects. I know Kurtirgic is a guy that just fought Adrian Granat and Otto Wallin, 2 Swedish prospects, and some other guys, and he's a hard guy to knock out too. But rather than that, man, I mean, his last 2 fights was against a guy 11-4, and the fight before that was a guy that was 2-18. And Dimitrenko was one of the guys that they were trying to get for that date a few months ago when Luis Ortiz fought in Washington, D.C. They were trying to get Dimitrenko. I don't know what happened, why the fight didn't go. I think it's, most likely money situation, but Dimitrenko didn't want the fight. And I remember Tony Thompson laughing at Dimitrenko, saying, I hope he doesn't faint, because we know that Dimitrenko fainted literally in the locker room moments before he was supposed to go out and fight. I believe that was a Sosnowski fight. I think he didn't end up beating the guy anyways. I think they fought and he beat him. You know what I mean? So Dimitrenko's not a bad opponent. I'm not saying he's a bad opponent. I think he's going to be a good opponent. Guy that's, like I said, 6'8", 250. I think he has like an 83, 84-inch reach. So, yeah, I think he has a good jab and fundamental solid skills. I don't think he's a huge power puncher. So, but I think the size and the reach advantage to him, like the fight out that textbook style with his hands up and pumping his jab, I think that'd be a different look for JP. So I guess we'll see what happens when, he gets in there with them. But Lonergan, man, I don't think we need to hype Dimitrenko up like he's, scaring people. But hey, man, like I said, they know more inside information, than me, But I don't know, man, because I get some little insider stuff sent to me too. But I don't think that Briggs was avoiding Dimitrenko. I think the fight just didn't get made for whatever reason, but I don't think it was because he was avoiding him, as if, Dimitrenko's this killer that's, risky. Nobody wants to fight him, because Luis Ortiz wanted to fight him. You know what I mean? So just getting this out there. You guys let me know what you think in the comment section, man, about this whole fight in general, Dimitrenko versus JP. Do you think that Dimitrenko, that Briggs avoided him? Let me know what you think about this. I'm out.